Hi, welcome to Maggie Chats Books. Today I'm going to do the BookTube Watching Tag. I was tagged for this by the lovely Heidi at My Reading Life. I'll link her channel below. The original tag was started by Harriet Rosie, and I'll link that original video below as well. There are 11 questions, so I'll get started. And I'm not going to wear my glasses because last time I had terrible glares on them, so I may have to put them on and off. We'll see. So the first question is, how many channels are you subscribed to? And I went through about 2 months ago and unsubscribed to those that were no longer putting out videos. So I got it down to about 80, but now I think I'm back up to 120 and adding more and more. So they'll get up there again, I'm sure. The second question is, when do you watch BookTube? And usually my biggest watching time is in the evenings or on Saturday. Saturday's probably being the biggest time I watch. And then any other time that I have a chance to watch, of course I watch. Question number 3, how do you balance BookTube, watching, reading, and making your videos? I tend to have kind of not a schedule so much, but I do a weekly wrap up. So I always know that I will film on Friday that weekly wrap up and put it out on Saturdays. If there's like this tag, I try to do that when I can. I do watch quite a bit of BookTube, which I should be using that time to read. But in a lot of other ways, I do other things while listening to books, and then I also take time to read. So sometimes it's off balance, sometimes it's not. But for the most part, I am able to balance most of it. I don't put out videos every day. I put out at least one a week, so it's not like I have a big filming schedule. Okay, the fourth question is there a difference between the videos you make and the videos you like watching? I think there is. I have really enjoyed the reading vlogs that people do throughout the month, and Helene Jepsen does a wonderful job. Hers are very casual, she just picks up the camera, lets you know what she's reading, or she's finished a book, or maybe sometimes she'll even get a new book in the middle of the month. And I just find those very nice, and you see her cat and everything like that. And then other people have vlogs that they do. Sometimes they're not even to do too much with books. Recently, a couple of people showed the British booktuber meetup and that they went to bookstores and things like that. I just thought that was really interesting. I've only done one vlog, and that was when I went to the Texas Book Festival. I enjoyed doing it. I wasn't that great at it, and I had a hard time remembering to get out my camera. And I think a lot of times that when you're vlogging, you think, well, nobody wants to watch this, but in my case, I do like watching people's vlogs. I like to do more of those, but I really haven't done any on my channel, so that's probably the biggest difference between the ones that I do. Tend to be a little bit more structured, which I'm trying to get away from, but I think vlogs are the one things that I would like to do, but I love to watch, but I just don't do enough of, or any of, really. Question number 5 is, who is the first booktuber you subscribed to, and do you still watch their videos? The first booktuber I subscribed to was Emily Fox, and she was first a beauty blogger. But she would talk about the books she was reading, and she has a very eclectic taste in books. Variety of taste in books. She reads fantasy, YA, science fiction, nonfiction, literary fiction. So I really enjoyed watching those parts. And so when I saw that she was talking about books, I would watch her beauty channel. And then one day she said that she was going to make BookTube videos and separate her beauty channel from when she talked about books. I'd never heard of BookTube before, so I followed her over to her BookTube channel, actually queried BookTube on YouTube and found all these channels, and my life was changed. And do I still watch her? Yes, I do. In fact, I just watched her latest video today, which was about her science fiction recommendations for people just getting into science fiction. She did a wonderful job, and I'll link that video below if you want to watch that. Number 6, who is the most recent booktuber you subscribe to? And that would be A Journey Through Books, and that's Roz. She's from South Africa. She's a teacher, She is the most casual booktuber, and you just like her immediately, and she has a really great way of reviewing books. You know after her review if it's something you want to pick up or not. She's just wonderful, and I really have enjoyed her videos quite a bit. Plus, being a teacher, I think she has a way of telling you about a book in as few words as possible, and you really understand what it's about. So really enjoy her, and I'll link her channel below. Number 7, share an old favorite booktuber, and I have not watched BookTube for that long. Probably 2016 was the first time that I even found out about BookTube. But one of the people that I found in the beginning was Rincey at Rincey Reads, and I just think she's marvelous. She is just so down to earth. She's also done a couple vlogs, which I've really enjoyed. Sometimes her reviews just make me laugh. Sometimes they even make me cry. I haven't even read the book, and I think she is very articulate in the way she talks about books. She also is part of Book Riot, and if you don't know about that, you need to check that out, and I'll try to link something about that below. They have a lot of articles about books online, recommendations, and they also tell you about new books that are coming out, and really enjoy that channel. Question number 8 is share a new favorite booktuber, and I'm going to say Katie Lawson. She is not a new booktuber, but she kind of took a hiatus a little bit and came back. She is, she has one job, which is a journalist, but she just bought a bookstore, and I just think that's fantastic. So she had a recent video where she talked about her new bookstore that she's been working on and getting it all set up. She bought it from somebody that already had a bookstore, and she's fixing it up. And then she reads quite a bit of a variety of books, and I've been enjoying her channel. I'm looking forward to more videos from her. She does have a lot of former videos to watch too, so you can catch up on those if you want to check her out. Question number 9. What is one of your BookTube pet peeves? I don't have a lot of, one thing I love about BookTube, it's a very safe environment. Occasionally people get a little snarky to each other or condemn something somebody else said, which isn't, to me, the BookTube way. I can have an opinion about a book that's totally opposite to somebody else, and they have no problem with it. And you really shouldn't. That's one of the great things about BookTube is you get everybody's opinions. So when it turns not so respectful, that is one thing I don't care for, and I tend to stop watching that person's channel if they go there. My other pet peeve is one that I've heard a lot of people talk about. In fact, Heidi said it too, is when people put music while they're put music on their videos while they're talking, and it's really something that I think some of us have a hard time with, that almost confusion. Maybe that's in our brains, that it's just more confusing than relaxing or mood setting. So I don't mind videos having music, but when people are talking, I'd rather just hear that audio track rather than music and people talking. And I think it's something that quite a few people have, because I noticed some people have stopped putting music on while they're talking. But some people still continue, and I think some people like it, so who knows. Question number 10. What have you learned from other booktubers? Probably the biggest thing is you can keep your videos unstructured, and you can also do chatty videos. In fact, some people call them chatty videos, which I really have not done, and I think it's a comfort thing. I'm not sure that I feel comfortable just chatting about things, especially people have a way of talking about a book and they may go off on a tangent. To me, it's really enjoyable to hear about, but it's not something I do or feel comfortable about, and I would like to do chatty videos because I think people can get more out of what you're saying if you talk a little bit more. I don't know. And the other thing is not being so crazy about editing. And especially in my first videos, I edited them to death because oh, I can't put that in there. Oh, that looks stupid. Oh, I made a mistake. I said something wrong. And now I'm trying not to edit so much, and sometimes if I just totally mess up, then I just put something on a line underneath my video and say, hey, this is what I did wrong, or something like that. I've even refilmed an entire video just because I didn't like one element of it, which is crazy. So I think the thing I've learned the most, my long answer to this question, is to be more casual. Don't be so strict with yourself. And I guess that all boils down to just be yourself in front of the camera. So question 11 is tag somebody. So I'm going to tag a couple of people. I'll put them in the comments below. And because I'm not sure if I have everybody written down, I do want to tag Willow from Willow Reads, Amy, and Amy, I forgot your channel, but I'll put that one below, and Michelle from Novel Enthusiast. So those are the three for sure that I will tag, and if there's somebody else I think about, I'll put them below as well. So that's all for now. If you've done this tag, please let me know and I'll check it out. If you want to be tagged, be tagged. I think this is a free-for-all. Anybody can do this tag, and let me know what your answers to these questions would be. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.